not live here. Today, she says. Although she is only confirming what I know, to hear her say it aloud hits me hard. I feel dizzy. I'm left standing there in front of her, unable to move. I've always known that even if I managed to find my way back here, my family might have moved. Even in my short time with them, they had moved here from another place. Poor people often don't have much say in where they live, and my mother used to have to take whatever work she could get. These are the thoughts that start coming out of the box I've put them in. The other possibility, that my mother is dead, I jam back inside. A man who has noticed us approaches, so I start my mantra over again, reciting the names of my mother, Kamla, my brothers Gudu and Kalu, my sister Shakila, and me, Saroo. He is about to say something when another man wanders up and takes over. Yes, how can I help? He says in clear English. This is the first person I've been able to talk to properly since I arrived in India, and my story comes tumbling out quickly. I used to live here when I was a little boy. I went off with my brother and got lost. I grew up in another country. I couldn't even remember the name of this place, but now I found my way back here, to Ganesh Talai, to try to find my mother, my brothers, and my sister, Kamla, Gudu, Kalu, Shakila. He looks surprised at the story, and I recite the family names yet again. After a moment, he says, "Please wait here. I'll be back in 2 minutes." My mind races with possibilities. What's he gone to get? Someone who might know what happened to them? An address even? But has he understood who I am? I don't have to wait long before he's back. And he says the words I'll never forget. "Come with me. I'm going to take you to your mother." Chapter 1. Remembering. When I was growing up in Hobart, I had a map of India on my bedroom wall. My mother, my adoptive mother, Mum, had put it there to help me feel at home when I arrived from that country at the age of 6 to live with them in 1987. She had to teach me what the map represented. I was completely uneducated and don't think I even knew what a map was, let alone the shape of India. Mum had decorated the house with Indian objects. There were some Hindu statues, brass ornaments and bells, and lots of little elephant figurines. I didn't know then that these weren't normal objects to have in an Australian house. She had also put some Indian printed fabric in my room, across the dresser, and a carved wooden puppet in a brightly coloured outfit. All these things were sort of familiar, even if I hadn't seen anything exactly like them before. Another adoptive parent might have made the decision that I was young enough to start my life in Australia with a clean slate and could be brought up without much reference to where I'd come from. But my skin colour would always have given away my origins. And anyway, she and my father chose to adopt a child from India for a reason. The map's hundreds of place names swam before me in my childhood. Long before I could read them, I knew that the immense V of the Indian subcontinent was a place teeming with cities and towns, with deserts and mountains, rivers and forests, the Ganges, the Himalayas, tigers, gods, and it came to fascinate me. I would stare up at the map, lost in the thought that somewhere among all those names was the place I had come from, the place of my birth. I knew it was called Ganeshle, but whether that was the name of a city or a town or a village or maybe even a street, and where to start looking for it on that map, I had no idea. I didn't know for certain how old I was either, although official documents showed my birthday as 22nd of May 1981. The year had been estimated by Indian authorities, and the date was the day I arrived at the orphanage from which I had been offered up for adoption. An uneducated, confused